ridiculous.
It's true.
These sheds just show up at my house. What are we talking about?
Well, this is business expense. Expense. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth. Flipper, have you ever heard anybody say, don't go into business with family? Well, let me tell you, they might be right. Have one disgruntled member of the family, and we got to talk about that today, but let's go take a look at these sales. And no, it's not Turner. Turner's not disgruntled. He's not asking for a raise, but there is one member of the family who might be. This first item is a very tiny profit, a couple bucks after fees, shipping, all that. Not a big profit, but it represents the end of what was a massive profit right here. And this little Cosmic Avenger Coleco game right there is part of the Motherload sale. And that one is pretty much over. It's the last video game with the exception of one that was a little tweak in here, which I don't know where I put it, but oh well. Anyway, it's a Pokemon game that's a little messed up. But this, I think these two right here are the last, nope, just this one right here is the very last thing that came from that sale that hasn't sold, which is insane. And so, you know, everything sells, but some things don't sell fast and some things don't sell for profit. Had to put it on 30% off discount to finally get it out the door and make a tiny profit. $3,219 on the Motherload sale. I think we're going to retire that one right there. That's after fees, after shipping. And if you haven't seen that video, you can go check it out right here. Next sale is here in the eBay cave, and these were great sellers during the pandemic. Used to buy them and sell them all the time. Now they're getting a little harder to sell. I kind of avoid them if I have one or two of them, but this one sold for $25 plus shipping. It's a Miromatic 6-inch pressure cooker. Always a good idea to keep an eye out for these as well. Like the little gauges, is that what they're called? To put on top, make sure you have that, or the bigger ones have the ones that have the little temperature thing on them. Anyway, always keep an eye out for those, because without this would have been a very hard seller, and it was a hard seller anyways. You know, I buy them for $1, right? I'm not going to even spend $5 because it can be kind of a pain, but $1 into $25 plus shipping, it's worth it to me. Next one here is a small sale, but I like it nonetheless. These anthropomorphic little ceramic inchworms. They don't say made in Japan, but they almost certainly are, is my guess. And those two sold for $10 plus shipping. This may have been a Maryland one because I don't remember picking these up. So that's cool. $10 plus shipping for those guys right there. And that's a little tip, especially if you're going out and buying like made in Japan salt and pepper shakers or something like that. Those are hard sellers. I'll pick them up for $1, you know, or something. If it's really unique, I might pay $1, $2, $3, maybe $4. But some of them are hard sellers like these. Got a couple of pears back here, a watermelon, a strawberry, some grapes, some apples. Those are tough. That's the only anthropomorphic one I have left. It's because I don't even really know what they are. But all those other salt and pepper shakers you saw me buy, all of them were anthropomorphic. They were some kind of, you know, whether it was fruit or in this case, it's an animal made to have some human characteristics. And so it could be, you know, an inanimate object that is made to have human characteristics. And they tend to sell a little bit better. And put that in the title, anthropomorphic, if you can spell it. Anyway, there's a little tip. If you're into selling like, you know, $10, $12, you know, salt and pepper shakers are highly collectible, but they are also mass produced and put everywhere because people will collect them. So they're tough sellers sometimes, but $10 plus shipping. These aren't even salt and pepper shakers. They're just kind of cool little figures. Upon further review, those aren't even ceramic. Those are hard plastic. Oh, almost knocked something else over again. It's becoming a habit in here. These I had to debate on for just a second, but I did end up grabbing them because they were super cheap. Let me grab them and show them to you over there. They're, you know, beer glasses. And a lot of times that stuff just doesn't sell. And people think it's worth money, but it isn't. But these had cool colors to them. And they were on a table with stuff that was clearly from the 70s. And these looked 70s to me. And they were unique enough with that kind of stained glass look almost, that I was going to pick them up for $1, and that's what I did. They sold for $16 plus shipping. You know, it'll take me 4 or 5 minutes to package those up. It won't be too bad. And we'll make 11, 12 bucks. You know, that's on the borderline, but definitely good enough for me to pick them up. Plus, they're cool. And I'm glad I did. They sold fast, and they sold to a viewer. Hello, Kevin. Love these glasses. Have to bring them to the home of Budweiser, St. Louis, Missouri. which is really cool. I've been to this stadium there, by the way. Absolutely awesome. Love your channels and content. Enjoy seeing a family working the business together. See, there's also issues right there. You know, you're always working. If you're always working with your business partners, or, you know, well, maybe not always working, but at any rate, you'll see here in a minute. Give Pepper and No Name a treat from me. I'm a part-time reseller and have learned so much from you. And keep giving Carrie and Dave trouble. They need it. That is the truth. Thank you. What's your name? Kimberly. Appreciate it. Next one is one of the reasons, many of course, that my wife thinks she is undervalued, underappreciated in the reselling business that we do as a family. And it's because this one sold on Mercari. And I've kind of said this, but I haven't made a point of it, so I'm going to make a point of it right now. This is a Furby. I picked it up with the 127. I was hoping to get around 50. Turned out I could get a little less. And I sent an offer, took an offer, I can't remember what we did. And it sold on Mercari, and it sold for $41 plus shipping. And it's still a nice little profit for us. We spent $50 and we got this one. We got that one up there. We got this one right here. Got a blow mold and a couple of other things, some plush, and spent $50 on all of it. And we've recouped just with this sale, maybe $35 of the $50. And then, of course, we'll sell that one. We'll sell this one. We'll sell all the other stuff. Well, we should make close to $100 profit, maybe a little less. Which I actually think is pretty good because that was from Tent City. That was you may remember that sale. We just did it a few days ago, a week ago, something like that. At any rate, that sale was pretty cool. The 127 is cool. And it's cool that we sold that on Mercari. I think it's our 5th sale on Mercari, I believe, since we started cross-posting, and by we, I mean my wife, and that's the issue, right? So actually, it's one of the 2 issues. There's another reason she thinks she needs a raise, which I think is funny since I don't pay her anything, which we'll talk about in a minute. Maybe I can get her to come down and talk about it. I'm kind of joking here, but at the same time, I have asked her, as social media has grown for us, it's pretty difficult to get everything that needs to be done in a day done. And she has taken over little bit by little bit more and more of the reselling business. So just to give you a little picture of what we're doing, you know, it used to be when I was a teacher that I would do maybe 90% of the listing and she would still help. She would do some of the listings and she would help me ship every day. But she, you know, homeschooling the kids, and she'd have plenty of stuff to do. And she'd take care of a lot of stuff around the house that I didn't have time to do because I was, you know, in that eBay cave long before YouTube, shipping stuff and listing stuff and whatever. And that's what you do, right? A little give and take. But as social media has grown, I've asked her to do more. I haven't even asked her. She's just done it. More of the shipping, more of the listing. She's probably doing, you know, for a while there, she was listing maybe 25% of the items that got listed, she was listing. And she'd come in here and ship all the easy stuff, quote unquote, because she wouldn't want to package up, you know, big electronics or whatever. And I would come in and do the harder stuff. And more now, she's doing a great deal of the shipping, where out of this lot right here, you know, I'm going to do this one right here. And she'll do the rest of what we're doing. Like this one didn't get done here. If you remember, this was the yellow boom box from last episode. And it didn't get done because we didn't have the right box. So I took one of the Walmart boxes and I shaped it into the right box. Saved a lot on shipping. And she has done more and more of the shipping. She'll come in here when we're done filming and she'll ship, and I'll go upstairs and load a video or do a thumbnail. And then I'll come back in 15 minutes, 20 minutes and help her do the shipping. So she's been doing a lot more. She's also doing all of the cross-posting at this point. I'm learning it with her. She's showing me. We're going through the steps so that I can do it. But she has cross-posted every item we've cross-posted. I don't know exactly how many. It hasn't been a lot, but we've been importing into List Perfectly, and she has been posting, I don't know. Last time I saw it was 35. She told me she was working on getting that number to 100. She may be there. She may be halfway there. I'm not quite sure. But she's doing that work, and then she's going to start cross-posting everything to 3 sites. We also made another sale today on Poshmark, which is cool because we haven't had that many listed so far. So, at any rate, thank you, by the way, for everybody out there who's joined us and said that this is an experiment that they want to try. It's always over here. If you want to try it, List Perfectly. It's, you know, it is one that has cost to it. It's not one of the free ones, but we love it. And we appreciate everybody who's trying it with us. You can check that QR code. Use code Commonwealth. You can get 30% off. But there's one more issue. that I want to talk about that she probably has a good point about. I'm going to make you wait for that part in just a second. I'm going to show you this sale first. This came from the Under the Table and Dreaming sale, which I haven't had a sale from in a long time because there's not much left from it. I need to go in there and readjust some of these though because they've been around for a while. This one had to go out on 30% off. New at tags, Ernie Irvin Texaco Havoline hat. It's all pure profit at this point, even at 30% off. $11.16 plus shipping. That brings us to $723 profit there out of our $40 investment. That was a crazy good sale, and that's the one that also had the keychains as well. But this wasn't part of it. The keychains was separate. This was just a pile under somebody's table. And I'm like, how much for all of it? And he's like, $40. I'm like, holy cow. By the way, I almost forgot. We're so grateful for the folks who have decided to try List Perfectly, to try some cross-posting with us. And I think we're up to 30 people already. That when we get to 50, I'm going to give away my very first GoPro that I used going out to garage sales. And then I gave it to Turner, and he made a ton of little videos that, well, I mean, they were just for us, just for him. They were kind of cute. And now I have, you know, and I've got a 9 and an 11 and all that stuff. So we're going to give this one away, and maybe somebody out there can... This is a 7? I might give away a 9. We'll give this one away first. Jessica Lynn got an Animan. And let's grab it right here. And look, it just keeps getting lower and lower and lower. I saw the folks who have these, who gave it, well, you can give them to me, who I bought them off of the other day at a thrift store. And they're like, hey, we're going through the upstairs at our building and we're hoping to find another box. I'm like, that'd be sweet. So Jessica, thank you. She says, hey, I finally won an enema. Not something I ever imagined saying, but here we are. LOL. Thank you for all you and your family do. See, there's that family again. I don't know. She might be pulling rank on me here pretty quick. Your channel and the Trash to Cash podcast have been a big source of knowledge. From knowledge, the Trash to Cash podcast, what are you learning over there? Let's just say entertainment over there, right? Hopefully this guy will help me get my death pile moving. It's not quite as big as Dave's, but it's out of control for sure. Best regards, Jessica. Resell, to ride, YouTube, eBay, Instagram. Jessica, thank you. Just a heads up, we have an announcement coming up. Reagan has an announcement coming up later in the video. So hang around for that. You don't want to miss out on something. And Jethro Tull Aqualung, this one, I sold another one just like it, and I sold it full price, but this one hung around for a long time. Might have been conditioned and pictures and stuff. I don't think I told you about this one. And that one sold on 30% off for just under $8 plus shipping. So we're trying not to sell records for under $10 plus shipping. But, you know, when you list it for 10, you got to sell it at a discount. It's going to go under for sure. So, but we're making money and still making a profit on it, and it's not too bad. It's pretty easy. This is a, I don't want to take this out. It's a Princess House, like a chip and dip set. And we got it from Michelle, John and Michelle over there at their house on that great little private pic we did. She gave it to us. It's over $20 plus shipping. All right, you know, I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek here when I'm talking about my wife. She has always helped. She helps more now than ever. And the cross-listing part is just adding a little more time to her day. And it's not that bad. But, you know, when she gets up in the morning, she checks and sees, you know, what's sold and go on there and click delist from all of those. And she's moving items over. We'll eventually get the hang of it. It'll be fairly quick, fairly, you know, easy to do, I think. And to me, it's already worth it. I mean, we've already sold in a week, I think 5 items, a little less than a week, 5 items, and only really having cross-posted like 35 of our, you know, 1,200. So, you know, if you would have told me I could get a sale a day off of the other platforms, 30 a month, to me, that's well worth it. Well worth it to me. And I know there's a lot of effort into it, but it seems like we're almost there already and have just a minuscule amount of our items posted. Plus, the way I list things isn't really good for Poshmark. I mean, I don't do clothes very well, you know, as far as background. I just, you know, put them up there. I even hate removing backgrounds, just anything that's one extra click I hate doing. But we may have to start doing that to get some sales over there on some clothing. But, you know, taking slightly better pictures. I'm just a big believer in getting items up. Getting them up, getting them listed. If they don't sell after time, maybe tweak them around a little bit. But sometimes you can just get them up. They'll sell if the price is right and the picture is good enough. Another item sold back here on clearance. This means it's been around a long time. Probably picked it up for $1. It's sold on clearance, 30% off for just under $10 plus shipping. So still worth it. It's a Liberty University Tumbler. I find this stuff all the time around here. So back to my wife. And by the way, this is not a commentary on anybody's marriage out there whatsoever. Everybody has different arrangements and whatever. You know, we've never been one to say, this is my money, this is your money. You know, there's no separate bank accounts or anything like that. The business is ours. Everything is ours, except for the cats. The cats are all hers. She can have the cats. She's responsible for those cats. I don't want anything to do with them. You know, what's her money is her money, and what's my money is her money. That's the way it's always been. So, any rate, but she has found out, even though she doesn't watch this show very often, she doesn't watch the Commonwealth Picker shows, videos very often either. I don't know if I call this a show, and I call those videos. I don't know why. She does listen to the Trash Cash podcast religiously because they rip on me, and she enjoys it when Carrie and Dave make fun of me. But she'll watch a show every now and again. She'll obviously takes parts in them. In these, she's been out to a couple garage sales. So she has realized, looking at the pages, that the most popular video on the Commonwealth Flipper channel is the one with her in the thumbnail and the one where she is featured in the video. And she also now has realized, looking at the Commonwealth Picker channel, that the video that she is in the thumbnail and she is featured in the video is also the most popular video. So she is thinking here that she should take this thing over, and that maybe I should be the one cross-posting and she should be the one with the camera. And I think she might be right. So you tell me in the comments below, do you think she should take over the joint here? Do you enjoy seeing her in the channel? She doesn't come in very much. You know, it's not one of those channels where we've got both of us working together, but we certainly do work together, and I appreciate her very much. So I'm going to bring her in here, if she's willing to, a little later, and ask her if she thinks she deserves a raise. So I want to take that chance right here to ask the folks out there who are married, who do work together. A lot of people don't work together in reselling, whether you're both employed outside of the home and resell together, or whether you're both resellers together full-time. Tell us about the dynamic that you have and how you divide up duties. We actually have a video coming up with Pittsburgh Picker and his wife, Sarah, Daily Cabbage. And I forgot what I'm looking for because I'm yapping some. Oh, here it is. And they are going to tell us a little bit about how that works in their relationship. They came down here and we did a video. So when we're headed out to Vegas in April, we'll air that video. It should be pretty cool. I think it's an interesting topic. K&N Recharger Air Filter Cleaner Kit. I think that was 25 bucks on that one. Sold a Respironics charger, like wall charger, I think. I can't remember where I put this. I think, yeah, that's where it is. Right there. Sometimes I'll put the chargers inside in a little drawer, but this one was big. I think this is the right one. And that little adapter there, I think. I'll have to double check. But that one sold, I believe, for $18 plus shipping. You realize that Reagan came in here and she was snuggling. He was snuggling. Turner came in here and he was snuggling, and now you're in here. This cat is so spoiled.
He doesn't care who's snuggling.
All right, these people want to know how much I pay you, so we're going to ask them that. But I got to show them this first. Waxy, does that say Wino? It says Wino, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Waxy Wino Candles, LLC. Check that out. It already makes this place smell better in here. Here's your phone number. I figured you want that on there. This is a really kind gift. I assume maybe you sell on Etsy. Odor Eliminator, pumpkin. Here, smell that and tell me if you like that. Cranberry balsam. Balsam, sorry. She's laughing at me. These are very cool.
Which one you like?
I like that.
Oh, look.
Maybe at Christmas.
So
Oh,
cute.
very good. I like it. Oh, that is cool.
You know
I wonder
I
if
like
each one
pumpkin.
has one of those.
Well, I think that one's pumpkin. It's a little gingerbread man.
I know, but do you think there's anything else in the other one?
Maybe a balsam man.
Shut up. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a
Isn't that cute?
cactus.
Yeah.
Cool.
Super cute.
What else? Look at the cat. Cat's like, that smells good.
They're adorable. Love
Very
it.
cool. I like that.
That one's nice.
Maybe at holiday time we'll have to look it up and buy it for some
nice
gifts.
little gift.
Yeah, I like it.
You like that one?
All right, so let me ask you a question.
Me?
Do I pay you enough to do this job?
No.
So
You couldn't.
so how do I get, like, do you deserve a raise? How do you get a raise since I don't pay you?
I deserve full full ownership.
Full ownership. Probably true. I got to give her credit. So I'm going to give her props here really quick. But, you know, she just gives herself a raise because there's stuff in there that, you know, you didn't check by me before you bought it. You just bought it. You know, you just buy whatever you want. That's right. Animals for one.
These were all free. They just showed up at my house.
So whenever she thinks she's working hard enough, she just goes out and does what she wants and buys what she wants. And I have nothing to say about it.
You are ridiculous.
It's true.
These sheds just show up at my house. What are we talking about?
Well, this business expense. Business expense. Well, we talk about it beforehand. I don't ever buy anything without your permission, except for really expensive VHS.
Without my permission. You're hilarious.
We have a good relationship, though. A good working relationship.
But if you'd like to know how to run a YouTube channel, send you my ebook.
That's right. She is. I'll never live it down. Y'all go watch every video that she's not a part of. Look at this. I'm in the thumbnail, and it did terrible. Put you in the thumbnail, it does great. I'm about to put you in this thumbnail right here. All right, we got to get to shipping. I'm going to go upstairs and have dinner. You're going to do some shipping. See y'all later. Speaking of family ties, check this shirt out. I meant to mention it last episode, and I just totally forgot. Check this out. Is this thing awesome or what? This is a vintage family ties t-shirt. And from what I'm told, this was actually like part of the production crew. It is definitely vintage right here. You'll see the Hanes Beefy Tee made in the USA tag right there. Single stitch. This thing is a sweet t-shirt. And interestingly enough, my brother gave it to me for my birthday. Thank you, Mike. I really do appreciate you very much. Very thoughtful gift. He knows I love t-shirts. I love the 80s. And that's a single stitcher, man. That is awesome. Next item I knew was going to be long tail when I picked it up. But I'm like, you know what? What the heck? Everything is super duper cheap. I got these from Rich, the storage guy down at Maddox. But I got to be honest with you, I've been kind of regretting it until now because I finally made a sale. And there was multi-quantity, which is why I did it. And I think I've made 2 sales in like 2 years with this right here. Because, well, you'll see here in a second, it is an antenna. Cellular antenna. Dual band glass mount cellular antenna. I mean, not exactly technology that is in great use, but it sold for $17.50 plus shipping. Haven't had an animal in here all day, and I hear somebody. My guess is this is no scratch. This is probably Wallen. Ooh, it's 2 of them. Wallen and No Name. They're kind of buddies, but kind of not buddies. No Name's the only one who stands up to this crazy dog. See? Come back down. And you bite her ears, or you bite his ears all the time. See? Biting his ears. But I think he kind of likes it. That's what I think. Next 2 are actually viewer sales. And they are a couple of lots here. This one, this little Mickey. I don't know what kind of Mickey that is, to be honest with you. I just can't remember. It's a little dusty from being up there. I have to fix that Mickey Mouse. Oh, it's got one of those reversible ones on here. And Minnie, there you go. Check that out. That's cool. What do you want? You want out? I'll let you out. Hold on a minute. And this right back here. Let me find it. Figured I would just set it up for you. This potted plant right here. I love banners. I don't know why. These have been in there a long time, as has this right here. So they've both been in the store quite a while. They both were on 30% off. And they sold for like $17.50 plus shipping. I'll take that for sure. Let me let this dog out. Thank you, Tanya. Let me see if we have a message in there. See you later, bud. No Name decided to stay, huh? Look at you looking all regal over here. She says, hey, Kevin, hope all is well with you and yours, your sales and such. I like that. It's a good sentence. Could you please combine shipping? Of course, we'll definitely do that. If I ever forget to combine shipping and you want me to combine shipping, or you've asked to, and usually we do, but I will forget. It's getting bad because, like I said, my wife comes in here and then I forget to remind her which ones and whatever, and she writes me notes. And if I ever forget, please remind me. I appreciate you. We're not on the Discord, but are avid viewers of all of y'all's content, and on the Facebook pages as well. Garage Sale Nation and Trash Cash Podcast Facebook groups. And then, of course, Commonwealth Picker on Facebook, which is just mostly the same content as you see on the YouTube channel. Glad that your yard sale season is finally happening. Awesome. Get my son out sourcing to replenish inventory for his eBay page, wares and whatnots. Okay, I like that. And your son is selling. Very cool. And any excuse for me to shop. So he sells, you shop. Hey, whatever works. Tanya, thank you. Next one is also a viewer sale, Valerie. And I'm so happy these 30% off things are going. This is a great time of year to start. It's spring cleaning time, right? Clearing out your old inventory if need be. That's what we're doing. Doing these 30% off sales like 4 days straight, and then we take a couple days off, and then we re-up them. And I've sold a decent amount. I mean, you know, this stuff's going out of here at 30% off. These 2 apple salt and pepper shakers. Thanks to the viewers too, by the way. I know you're being very kind of help me clear my stuff out. That's not lost on me. This NWO decal was with it. Valerie got both of those, and she grabbed a couple of the ET pins. So those are popular sellers among viewers. Over half of the times we sell these ET pins, they're going to viewers, so thank you. And she grabbed I call them the Flower Power earrings, and then the charm that goes with it, the necklace right there. And so all 4 of those are headed out of here. And we appreciate it very much. Valerie, I love watching your channel, and I knew I had to get the ET jewelry for my sister. So that is very cool. Thank you, Valerie. We appreciate it. We hope you enjoy them. All right, Turner's here with Wallen and No Name, and he's got a baseball joke because tomorrow's opening day, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's actually opening day for you, and it's opening day for Major League Baseball. Who do the Angels play?
The Athletics.
Oh, the A's. I
like them.
I think that's part-time picker likes the A's.
Oh.
Is it the A's or the Giants? Pretty sure he likes the A's. Any rate, that's awesome. Can you give us a baseball joke in honor of opening day?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
Which baseball player makes pancakes?
Which baseball player makes pancakes? I have no idea. Which one?
The batter.
The batter. I like it, Turner. That's very good. And Turner now, for giving us some Commonwealth comedy, gets a
$1 to spin, $1 to save, and $1 to donate. Bye.
All right, y'all, we have a big announcement. So you may remember that we said we were going to do one of these every quarter. So April 1st here is every quarter. So we're going to announce this right now. No Name is going to...
He loves it.
He loves it. He loves it. So last time we did the Ultimate Animan, and we got 50 of them from Jess B. Crafton. Y'all check her out on Instagram. I'll put her over here.
Hi.
And she designed it, sent it to us. I'm like, these are so cool. This is so me. I mean, check out my shirt, right? I love it. And I said, you know what? We need an Animan booster shot. For all those people who have the Animan to get their store moving, you need a booster shot to, you know, keep it going. It's not political, y'all. You know, just being funny. So if you got one, we made an Ultimate Animan right here.
Yep.
And these sold 50 of them in less than 24 hours. So we decided we'd get 50 more, and they sold super quick. So we sold 100 of them. So this time we got 100 more, and the new one is...
Animania.
Animania, right there. How cool is that one? Can I take it from you for a second so you can see it a little better? That is so cool.
Did y'all see it matches his shirt?
Very cool. I can only just wait to see what the next one is. I have my hopes, Jess, so let us, well, we're going to keep it a secret till next quarter. So what's next quarter? Is that July 1st will be next? So it'll be interesting.
Hi, do you love
ridiculous.
it? Yeah.
Very cool. All right, those should be over there on our store right now. And Reagan always reminds you where to get them. Go check. And by the way, Facebook folks aren't going to see this for a few days, maybe a week or so. So I doubt they're there. So you YouTube folks are going to have to go grab them, and Instagram. So, all right, where can they find them?
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Another shirt go out on sale, 30% off. And, you know, when you pay $1 and you put it up there, you know, I don't know, 20-some bucks, 30 bucks, I don't know what it is. Well, this one wasn't. This one went out at 30% off and sold for $16.80. So 1 into $16.80 is pretty good, even if I've hung around for a while, pun intended. And this is a Made in the USA Capital Graphics tag. It's probably down in Raleigh, Capital Graphics, you know, probably just a local tag. Single stitch NC State t-shirt, and it's pretty darn cool. I like that one, and I remember buying it at a church sale. Geez, it has to be like 3 years ago at this point. 2 years maybe, 2.5. And there wasn't much of that sale, but I figured I could find something, and I grabbed that. $1 into $16.80 plus shipping. It's a pretty cool Brickyard shirt. It is also made in the USA. It is not single stitch, it's double stitch, but that Brickyard Indianapolis shirt right there. And that was $19.94, so it definitely is vintage. This one sold for just about $15 plus shipping. And it was part of that greatest garage sale of all time, or whatever it was, the vintage sale, the 4K vintage sale in Tennessee at the 127. And this shirt right here, pretty cool graphic Harley tag right there. It is not a 3D, it's not even that old. Jamestown, New York, $21 plus shipping. And I said a few episodes ago I was going to give a quote every couple of days. I really love quotes, and I'll put them at the end of the video, maybe once a week. So I have a quote that I used to tell my baseball players all the time. And you know, you got to speak to your audience. And so think about my audience. My audience was a bunch of 18-year-old boys. And I try to get across to them that I would rather them fail going forward than fail going backwards. In other words, you got to take some risks in order to ever experience the highs of winning. And so there's different quotes that you can express that. Like the most famous one is "Fortune favors the bold," right? And that is one that a lot of people have heard. And so it doesn't really process in a young man's mind sometimes. Sometimes they don't even know what that means. Fortune favors the bold. You know, some of them do, some of them don't. And so I would use a quote from Cervantes, you know, the guy who wrote Don Quixote. And it was, "Faint heart never won fair lady." And I would give the example of, hey, you know, you're never going to get to go to homecoming with that beautiful girl if you never ask her. And we talk about that. And then I tell my story of asking the girl to homecoming in high school, and she told me no. And it hurt. It hurt when she told me no. But I would have regretted not asking her, right? So you got to sometimes ask the pretty girl if she'll go to the dance with you. And you got to risk a little failure. And so there's my quote of the day. You got to take chances every once in a while. You got to kind of spread your wings and try to get better at things that you're maybe a little hesitant. And that's what I've done lately in a couple areas of my life. And so far it's paying off, and I'm pretty happy about it. So thank y'all for joining us. And I can't wait to see you next.